Good morning. It's Sarah with the Department of Medicaid. It's not quite 8:30 and we're still clearing the waiting room, so we'll give it just a moment before we get started. Good morning. The waiting room is now clear. Dale, are you there? Would you like to get started? I can hand it over to you. I have you, Krista, Emily, Linda, and Renee all logged in.
Yes.
Excellent. You have a quorum.
Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. The first thing on the agenda would be to review and approve the November 12th minutes. Has everyone had a chance to read those?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right. Thank you, Krista.
Yeah, I'll second.
All right. Thank you. We kind of have a light agenda today. Old business, a follow-up from the Department of Medicaid Services, the study findings on increasing the OT, PT, and speech fee schedule. Can somebody from Medicaid address that? That's been on the agenda for about a year and a half.
Yes, sir. This is Justin Derringer with the Division of Healthcare Policy. It has been on the agenda for quite some time. We have completed most of that study. We still have part of that study ongoing, and we've compiled that data and are just kind of waiting for and looking for other things and options as we kind of put all of that together. But for right now, we're still finalizing all that information.
So was it somebody at UK that was doing this study?
Initially, so initially we had some legislation that came out, and there was a two-part study, and so the University of Kentucky was contracted to provide that information to the legislature. So we completed that, sent that in, first part and second part, and so this is kind of a separate internal. There's been several different studies that we've done to look at and compare and contrast different rates.
What? So what? I know you said a lot there. So what's the new due date?
I don't think that we have a due date necessarily. We're trying to work on finalizing some more data currently.
There's no time frame.
I don't have a specific time frame. No, that's correct.
All right, the next thing on old business is WellCare not paying the CPT code 92526 for occupational therapy. Don't think that was resolved at our last meeting.
Good morning to you, Dale.
Honestly,
I would be surprised if that's still going on. The kind of the issue was we have a vendor that does OT and PT, and then of course WellCare had it for speech. But we met in November, and I understood that that was resolved. Do you know if that's still a problem?
I do not.
Okay, because I mean, I really,
Okay.
I really do think that that was resolved. But if, I mean, I can put my email in the chat if anybody has examples where it's still going on. If that's
Okay.
okay.
Sounds good. And the next thing on the agenda is the diagnostic codes that will not need authorization after the original 20. Has this list been completed, Justin?
Yeah, so I think this is the final list. We had solicited more information from a few different sources and to try to compile it, but this is our final list. So with your all's help, this is the list that we will submit to cabinet leadership for further consideration.
Okay, the TAC
So,
members.
so can I clarify, Justin? So y'all are gonna submit this week or
Yeah,
next week, and
it's
then we
th- th-
should hear.
this week. Yeah, so we'll submit that
Okay.
this week. I don't really have a date of when exactly we'll get that back, but we'll submit it this week.
Okay. Would that be something you would be able to ask for? I'd like to put some dates on these
Dates,
just to
sure.
get, yeah, again, they've just been on, lots of things, a year and a half on some of them. If we could just ask for some dates around some of these, that way we're not asking you every 2 months, what's going on. And, if there's not a lot of issues, we might not even have to have a meeting. So if we could just put some dates of expectations, that would be great, I think.
Sure. Yeah, this list is we've been trying to include tax in a lot of the decision-making processes. As you all know, you all were integral in the policy change we made for physicians signing levels of care. We used you all, and we also used the physicians TAC. We're pretty integral in that process. But it is they're long processes. They take time,
Mhm.
and so we started. I think we had asked you all we all were the very first stakeholders that we had asked input from to be
Mhm.
able to start this list. So um, it's I don't think this one's been on there very long, maybe twice, but we are in the kind of final stages of, or we're in the final stage of completing this project and then sending it up for approval. I think the one you're specifically talking about is that first one, but that's been a multi-part. I know it says the same thing,
Totally. No, I know.
but
Totally.
it's multiple parts. Initially it
Mhm.
was the legislation that came out. And so,
Mhm.
and it was two phases. So the first phase was done and complete and sent in, second phase done and complete and sent in. And then the third phase, as you all know, we had done some stuff to send over to LRC. So that's kind of the third part of that. But yeah, I will try my best to get some dates and some time frames, and I'm hoping that we'll have some type of answer on this one before we meet again for sure.
Okay, next thing on the agenda is one item on new business, and does Medicaid know when we'll get the 2025 fee schedule posted?
So no dates on this one either. So I'm sure that's good news for you, but and I apologize. Um, but we are currently working that. We just got, I think last week, we just got the actual rates from CMS, and so we are working on putting all that together. as you all know, all the rates change a little bit. Some rates go up, some rates go down. And so we are working on compiling that and doing fiscal analysis, and we should have that complete as soon as possible. We're working with all the different fee schedules. I don't have an exact date. We like to try to have that done before February 1st, typically. That's kind of our goal date usually. So we're still trying to shoot for that, but I don't have an exact time frame for that one either.
Yeah, it seems like typically it's around March whenever we see that fee schedule.
Yeah, it has been in the past. It just depends on when CMS gets us the information. They got it to us a little bit earlier this year, so but we've added some extra steps to kind of go over everything a little more clearly and make sure we don't have any issues once it drops. So the extra steps are quality control, but they take a little bit more time.
So, okay, is there anything else that other TAC members or members of the public would like to add to this meeting? And it also appears that we do not have any recommendations for the MAC. I will attend the MAC meeting. And our next Therapy TAC meeting will be Tuesday, March 11th. So if there's nothing else, we can adjourn this meeting. I told you it was going to be a fast one.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank
Bye, everybody.
you. Stay warm.
Bye.